What up, though? This the homie T Villa, Detroit's finest, and you know I'm checking in with my light-skinned sister, TampaMystic, man. We in here, industry most wanted, man.
It's a real nigga party over here, so bring a friend. Baby, if you come and be 100, you can win. You know that. Yeah. It's a real bitch party over here, so bring a friend. Come on. Wanna finesse me out of tip, huh? You talking like I don't know.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted. You got to hype me up. Podcast. Boom. Man, big shout out to my bro, man. T Villa, Detroit's finest in the building.
In this,
give me some love, man. Boom. This my dog, man. We go back like some decades, it seems like. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
For sure. You can see my whole transition from no hair.
I've seen your
hair.
entire transition. Like, we got so much to talk about. Introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. T Villa's Detroit's finest, man. The leader of the win movement. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, man. Out here working on your grinds.
Sure.
I know a lot of your journey, but we're still going to talk about it because there may be some people who are not on game yet. You know what I'm saying? Take us back to growing up in Detroit as a child. What were you like?
I think I was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Slick little comedian.
A little bit. I was like one of them kids that was like, I'd do something, I guess, bad, but it'd be the funny kind where it'd be like, you gotta like go in the other room and laugh at it. But yeah, I think I was a good kid. I had my moments where I just all the way like snapped.
Were you like the class clown type?
Yeah, I was funny. I was good in school. I just was funny, fighting all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my teachers liked me. It's just that I was doing what I was doing, so they had to like suspend me, send me to the office, whatever.
You was getting to a lot of fights?
A lot of fights, yeah.
So let's talk about that just for a brief moment. Were you the instigator of it, or were you defending yourself?
I mean, it started off as me like defending myself. I wasn't the instigator. I mean, no, I wasn't ever the instigator. I probably had like 2 years where after I just like tired of everybody. I cuss on here, right?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I be always forgetting. But
I give people the option. If they don't cuss, the interview goes on the FM station. If they do cuss, it doesn't make it there. Boom, there you have it.
Oh, well, I mean, when you put it like that, then we gonna keep it uncut. But yeah, like it just got to the point where I just didn't take nothing from nobody. Like not even like a little bit. It wasn't like no leeway. At first I did, but then it was like, nah, let me address all of this right now.
So let's dig even a little deeper. Were people like picking on you for a particular reason, or were they just a-holes?
I mean, I don't know. Cause like to me, even now, still to this day, like if I rock with you, I rock with you. Like it ain't for no reason or nothing like that. But
you know what it is? You was getting all the girls.
It could have been that. I could have been.
You
like,
handsome. You got the light eyes. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they used to be saying too. It used to be making me mad though. But it's like it was like people that I consider myself like being cool with. Cause they like I had the big cousins that would be like, T, go do that to somebody. They used to be calling me T-Man. So I used to be doing terrorizing, doing all kind of everything. So, yeah, but people that I was cool with, I wouldn't even mess with, think about, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, say, my pops one day, he just gave me he just woke me up. He like, man, they ain't your friends. If they doing this and this and that. And then it's like,
shout out to your pops for putting you on game.
For sure. Because I went back out the house the next day with a whole new attitude.
Yeah. And
like from then to now, I can say I got my mind right.
Was your pops a heavy influence for you as a child?
He told me a lot before, I guess, like the situations arise.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot about adult life and like the real world before I understood what was going on. So, I mean, I say nah. But like growing up, it was just like I don't know why you telling me this till like stuff started happening. And then like, dang.
It's like he predicted a lot of stuff.
I mean, he just was letting me know for real what it is for real,
putting you on game.
What it ain't. Yeah.
Would you change anything about your childhood, looking back on what you can remember?
For the most part, nah. Maybe my relationships with a couple people,
Yeah.
but just what I've been through, I wouldn't change it because it made me solid, like who
Yeah.
I am. So
When you first started tapping into music, what was the first thing you did? Was it being an artist? Was it maybe making beats? What came first?
um, I guess like seriously making music or recording music,
Yeah.
I was like engineer slash artist.
Okay.
I mean, not for like other people, for
For
myself.
yourself, yeah.
So, yeah, but it was just always artist from day one. It always was, even before I started taking music serious.
Yeah.
It was just something that I loved, a passion that was just building up in me.
How old were you approximately, if you remember, when you first started recording?
Oh man, I don't.
Were you still in like high school, or was it before that, middle school?
The first time I ever recorded something was in high school though.
Okay.
It wasn't one song.
So like a teenager.
Yeah, that was the first time.
What was the first song you recorded?
I can't. It wasn't even nothing serious though. It was somebody else's song. It wasn't even my song.
Okay. You was experimenting.
I mean, you could call. I don't know what I was doing. I just did it, and it didn't. I mean, like I went on there. Like I had the best verse on there for sure.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did, and I like hearing myself. But I don't know. I just was tripping because for a long time I just been doing it without trying to like take it as sport or a career or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Understood. Well, it's definitely, Detroit obviously is a music city.
Yeah.
Over the years, anybody influential that's been, come out your city that's been influential for you throughout your music career?
I mean, everybody that I seen, because it's not just like one person in particularly. Like I have to name a lot of people. It's a lot of OGs in the city that that did their thing or had certain things happen as far as like successes that I wouldn't want to like leave out and just be like it's just one person. But we Motown. we got a lot of music history and it's just a lot, seeing a lot, especially like most recently since Detroit really been like kicking the door down and the industry been letting us in and just seeing what people been able to do, the stages, the platforms, the levels of success that people been able to get, even outside of my city though, it's just been something that inspired me.
Absolutely. You've been in Atlanta for a minute now. How long has it been since you moved out here?
It's been 2 years.
It's 2 years. Okay. Yeah. Would you say that you've gotten more notoriety and recognition from Atlanta or from Detroit? And I'm talking about Detroit when you lived there, or now Atlanta now that you live here?
I say, cause I got a lot of notoriety in Detroit. I just say like here, the reception been real good.
Yeah,
it been real good, and just like I said, with a lot of people coming here to do music, and then even just all the talented people that's from Atlanta to be able to come down and get my name popping and known is like firsthand.
absolutely.
That's what's up.
Do you think that your city's showing you more love now that you're here, or did they show you more love when you were still living there?
I mean, I say right now, but like I say, it's levels, it's levels too. But I mean, it's just me with consistency too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I'm doing is just on a whole another level as well. But then like sometimes you gotta leave and
I
know
agree.
What I'm saying? Just get it cracking, and it is not a slight though, because like how it's built, people do hate you. I mean, or they show the most resistance to supporting you when you just there or in a, you know what I'm saying, all the time and in their face, and that's just how it is, man. At this point, I'm like the 1 millionth artist that's gonna say this, and you know what I'm saying. So I love Detroit. Detroit made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's some hater to love it. Some people might hate it. Some people might love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with the love, and that's what it is.
No, absolutely. I totally agree. Do you think if you had stayed in Detroit, you would be where you're at with your music right now?
I would. I mean, cause like, far as me, I've been moving a certain kind of way though. So like, people that's really in the music scene, like, know and to say
Right.
good things about me or say how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I probably would say no, just because of lifestyle factors.
Right. Right. Exactly. Maybe getting in a little bit of trouble here and there.
A lot of it. And, it's just like even coming here, you know, you got the aspect of, like, some people gonna know you because just the way I move and move my music around, that I was known outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
Cause, like, matter of fact, I seen somebody. I moved here for like 2 days and went to the gas station on the corner, and then I was about to walk out, and the homie hopped out that car and was like, it just was standing there. Like, and I'm like, what up? So he's like, man, what you doing here? I'm like, yeah, I moved down here. He's like, man, that's what's up.
That's
You gonna
dope.
do good. So, but it was still fresh though.
Yeah.
It's not as much as Detroit, so I can just move around a little bit more freely under the radar without everybody knowing really what's going on. So
It's almost like giving yourself a fresh start.
a little bit, yeah.
It like rejuvenates you. I know it did for me, you know, like moving here. I had lived my entire life until I was like, 38 in Tampa, like in a couple of the surrounding cities, but I was generally in that area. And I was like, man, moving up here was like a breath of fresh air. I feel like I entered a new chapter in my life, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know what I came for too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just coming. And I'm pretty sure anybody that's doing anything in any kind of industry that's gonna come here or move to LA or any place that is you can get your name out there and where people, you can get heard for real, coming down here focused on the thing. But like I said, I was focused on the thing.
No, absolutely. You were definitely focused on your game. You've been in Atlanta for a couple of years now. Do you think there's any other cities that you would look at moving to?
My manager, he in Ohio.
Okay.
I respect Ohio.
I don't think that's where you need to go musically, though.
No. But I mean, to get some work in with him out there, just to move around.
Yeah.
He out there in Columbus. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
they rocking with me. And
Yeah.
he like a program director for a radio station, and like they rocking with me. So
There's actually a lot of talent. I don't know what it is, but as of lately, I've been interviewing a lot of artists from Ohio, from Cincinnati to Cleveland to Dayton.
I got family in all those places.
Me too. That's where my mom and dad are both from Ohio. So I don't know. Maybe we need to take a road trip up there. We might have some kin. I don't know. I am your light skinned sis. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, we gonna ride through there and be like, you know, that's your cousin. That's your cousin.
That your cousin. Couldn't Pete.
Yeah. No, but I'm about to go up there tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
I perform with Fabo Thursday.
Man.
420.
Well, since you mentioned it, you know what I'm saying, and we on that topic, you got this new record with Fabo.
Yep.
Let's just, before we get fully into the record, is Fabo somebody that you ever seen yourself doing a record with, you know, before you decided to do this record with him?
Man, a lot of the things that been happening, I'm just open and receptive to receiving.
Yeah.
But like to pinpoint any artist, I mean, because I never really did that. You know what I'm saying?
Like had the desire, like, oh, I got to work with this artist in particular.
Yeah, no, it's just like I want to say what I got to say, but no, man. But I think it's dope though, just how it worked out, because it's not no fake industry, nothing. It's not just
It's called Bring a Friend, right?
Yeah, bring a friend, and like, I knew Fabo since I moved down here. Like, literally, he one of the first people that I met that was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Period. And like, he embraced me, like, and he just like a.
That's Fabo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gosh, he's such a dope dude.
And it ain't and I can't call him he grounded, cause he's not a regular dude as far as like a person.
Nah,
far, you know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
He's like, he's so genuinely nice. Like, you just want to be in his presence.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, if you just met Fabo and didn't know, like, his background and what was going on for real, like maybe like a younger person or something like that.
Yeah.
And the way that he embraced you, you will remember that, and then
100%.
Yeah, you catch up to it and be like, dang, he did all that, and then you know he treats you with respect. And like I said, since I moved here, we seen each other out, different events, locked in, been tapped in, you know what I'm saying, followed each other, and I just hit him up one day, like how can I get a verse from you? I put my verse down, and verse and hook. Probably took me like 20 minutes. My homie Motizzy made the beat.
Yeah.
And he made a post on Instagram with the beat. And I was in my kitchen, and I just so happened to scroll past. And then I had scrolled back, like, and liked it and put the eyes. He like, you like that? I'm like, yeah, send it. So, yeah, he sent it. And, like I said, I called my dude at the studio. He let me come right through, do it. And I was trying to put people, like, and it's not a knock, too, but it just show you that, like, sometimes you got to just evaluate your position. Because I was trying to work with people that's, you know what I'm saying, that I seen working.
Yeah.
And they was just trying to play me a certain way, like I needed them to do anything, and I'm like, no, you're supposed to be working. Like, I could do this song by myself and do a video by myself. It's gonna go 100%. On the radio.
You can stand on yourself. Yes. So, why do people have such ugly like demeanors like that?
But I had to just like reevaluate, and then I'm just like, man, what am I doing? I hit Fabo up, like, man, what's up? How can I get a verse? And he was like, man, we can work that out. And 2 weeks later, we had the song.
Man, you can't help but respect that, and people like yourself and Fabo who just always have a good attitude. I don't think I've ever seen you like with no weird energy.
Oh, I never had weird energy. I never had weird energy.
And I think that we need more people like that in this world. There's a lot of ugly people out there, you know what I'm saying? But it also too makes it more pleasurable to work with someone like you. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's some people I cannot work with just because of their attitude. Yeah, it stinks. Just like you were saying, some of them other people, it's like, you know what? People like that, just in my opinion, they're not going to ever see the top with that type of attitude. And
I have my moments as far as like having to address situations.
Of
but
course.
As far as like being weird, or I mean, like at this point, and you know what I'm saying, in my life where I'm at, like mentally, as far as like even allowing myself to do certain actions that I have to go back and be like, man, my bad. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything is in my sight. And
we're human, though. Yeah. We're human. Like, trust me, there are many, many times that I'll say something to somebody and I wish I could go back and retract it because I'm like, dang, I hope that don't rub them the wrong way, because I'm very conscious of that. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want people to feel like I'm ever degrading them, because I certainly don't feel like I'm better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? And yes, trust me, I have times where I'm like, dang, I wish I could go back. And sometimes I'll even hit them up and be like, I hope you didn't take that the wrong way. And they're like, oh, no. But I just like to always clear the air with people. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay neutral.
Yeah, I do it too. Like if I feel like even like dealing with somebody, if we have an argument or something like that, like I be trying to keep the peace.
Me too.
Not on the because I stand on what I mean, and when
course.
I say something, but just on the point, like just miscommunication type. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then it's up to them. I had an artist recently that I had a miscommunication with, and it was a true miscommunication. And I attempted to be the bigger person and apologize when I don't feel like I needed to, but I did. Man, don't you know he came back with some like F you junk, and I was like, wow, that's why you a loser and you're never gonna win. You know, I was like, and the one thing that I don't do is I don't take that type of stuff to social media.
Yeah.
Please leave it off social media. So this record, when you did the record called Bring a Friend, did you initially do it as a song that you were going to put out yourself, or did you knew out the gate that you wanted to feature on it?
I didn't even know. Like my creative process is just probably like the true artist thing. But it's like I didn't have no like this about to be straight line, or it wasn't none of that. It was just like what come to me, and and a lot of times I don't even go into a song thinking like that.
Yeah.
Like if I just come one verse and the hook, like sometimes I might listen to it and then go put a verse on it, or the same day, same session, later session, or I might send it out to a couple people like what's up with it. But
But that's good that you don't overthink it, though.
I don't know. It's fun. It's fun.
I'm the one that overthinks everything, and now I got anxiety about it. Like, I think of 100 different scenarios that'll probably never, ever happen. Do you have a setup at your crib where you can record?
No, not now. Because I feel like I thought about doing that, but I'm a wait until I get like my big multi-million-dollar crib where I can just get the real, you know what I'm saying, and just call like Dr. Dre and
I know that's right.
For real over, and they got everything they need down there. Because me, I don't have time to. I just want to create. I just want to record. I don't want to sit there like.
It's a lot to engineer yourself.
I know. That's how I started.
So let's talk about. I know you worked at a soul asylum.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Capone.
For sure. Capone,
shout out to
Detroit.
Amber, Pretty Girl Customs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she ain't playing. She building.
Yo, like she's so inspiring because, you know, I've known both of them for a long, long time. And I remember when she first found out that she was pregnant, you know, and of course they're studio owners. Yeah. She has not missed a beat. She has not let that stop her. Like, she got that baby. Shout out to Kai in there every day. Kai. You know, what a little sweetheart. But take us through your experience, you know, working from Soul Asylum Studios, you know, from the mixing and mastering. Did they do the Dolby Atmos on it as well?
Yeah. We got it's out. Dolby Atmos. Definitely get that. Get the Dolby. You're going to hear everything. It's going to sound like I'm right there.
Yeah. What was the experience like?
Oh, it's dope. Because like I told him, that was the most money that I've invested into just a mix and master.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I understand and I see the difference that it make too.
Does.
Just off of the first play.
Yeah.
You get the replay.
Yeah.
Play that again.
Yeah. That sound quality is very important because you could have a dope record, meaning that you and Fabo could have did your thing. You could have annihilated your verses and your delivery. But if the mix is whack, there's going to be a lot of people who are like, I don't want to play that just because it sounds terrible. Like, right. I can't put that in the club.
It sounds like you did it in the bathroom.
Right, exactly. So that was your first song that you put the Dolby Atmos on?
Yep.
So you really noticed a big difference.
Yeah, when me and Fabo listened to it, oh, my bad.
No, you good.
When we first listened to it, like the finished version, and we was sitting in the studio, and Capone just like, yeah, you got to, for you to really get the effect, you got to sit right here.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Like that surround sound.
Yeah, we sat in the middle, and it was like, bring a friend. It came from the back. Fabo was like, hey, you heard that?
Like a ghost back there whispering. Nah, I think that's really dope because that was a great experience for you. It's like a bittersweet because now you're going to want that quality every time, but I know it's very expensive.
Yeah. I mean, but like I told him, that's just, like, everything happened at the right time because everything justified, like, moving forward. Because other than just me going to make a song and then it's like, okay, it did these certain things, so now I'm about to boost up the price. Like, no, I just dropped a song with a icon,
a legend out of Atlanta.
Atlanta legend, and in music history, like the
whole
Snap movement, is a thing.
Absolutely,
so, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole era for that. So, like I said, I'm humbled, man, and it's just a dope record, and it's not about it's just fun. Like I said, it's a fun about a party, good time, just something real. It ain't necessarily about other things that I might talk about in other records.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I mean, that's good, though, because I think as an artist, you want a variety. You want to switch it up. You got to have a little bit of pain music, and you want to have something for the clubs and something for the smokers. You know, you want to have a good variety of music. Are you in the works with a project at all?
Yeah, I don't want to speak on that specifically too soon, but I know that, I am actually, man. I met a DJ that I've been looking forward to meeting for a long time. So hopefully, you know, we getting some work in. But back to the variety, man, is me, and that's the fun part about all of this. Like, even from growing up and living my life to ultimately getting to this point where I'm just talking about stuff that I've been through myself, things that I've done, will do, just expressing myself.
Absolutely.
Like, it's dope. And I don't have to, like, make nothing up for nobody to try to, you know, like, a lot of things, like, and I said this in an interview before, like a lot of the things that people pretending to be, like I really am, and I be chilling. So that's why it's like a whole, like I didn't sell drugs before, and people like hard drugs, and my people like, man, you got a good demeanor, and I just look like, what you talking about?
You do definitely have a good demeanor, and the fact that out of all the stuff you've done, been through, incarceration, being in the streets, man, you still here to talk about it.
Oh yeah,
that's
sure.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, because I know I got caught red-handed, and I never was thinking about telling nothing. Matter of fact, when I got in trouble in Ohio,
ain't no snitching.
I was about to put a retainer down on the lawyer, and he said, man, I got somebody off of the biggest drug case in Ohio, biggest marijuana case in Ohio. He said, but they had to cooperate. I said, hung up on him, like, man,
you had the little sound effect together. Poop, poop, poop.
Cause I can take the rewards or the consequences for my actions.
Absolutely.
And
as you should.
I feel like that's a coward way out.
Yeah, I totally agree, you know, and I see why people are so, you know, pressed on snitching, because it's like, if you're going to give away somebody else,
to get yourself out, because you got caught.
Because you knew you were doing dirt and you got caught. You need to man up and take the responsibility of your actions, period.
That's a weasel, and they deserve all treatment that they get after that. You know, like, because it's like one thing to be like a, what they say, civilian.
Yeah.
You know, and just not even doing nothing and doing that. But I would even advise that for people to mind their business. If it ain't nothing that's directly, you know what I'm saying, involving you, mind your business.
I know that's right.
If it's not taking no money out your pocket, if it's not hurting you, harm you, put you in danger, your family, if it's just a thing that happened that you've seen or seeing, leave it alone. That's if everybody mind their business, right or wrong. Their business is their business, because people go behind closed doors and do wrong or whatever, then come out and act right. You know, you never know what people got going on, you know. So
that's a great piece of advice. And that goes a long way with everything, even like with social media.
Yeah, just
mind your business. Like, if it's not affecting you and it's not taking money out your pocket, like, leave it alone.
You know what I hate? When I comment, like, I comment something, like, maybe just being a joke on something else. And people will be tagging me and responding to something I said. And it's just be like, man, this is not what this for.
Listen.
This ain't a tag me and respond, but.
I agree. I remember I had made a comment on, I want to say it was one of Joe Biden's posts, Sleepy Joe as we call him, because he can't never seem to stay awake. Man, I had like all day people. I had to finally end up deleting the comment because it was like consuming my whole social media, and I was like, nah, I can't do this. I just went ahead and deleted it because Sleepy Joe.
You know he 112.
At least. That is dope, man. Do you want to stay independent?
I mean, I got my own label, Forever Locked In Records.
So you signed yourself?
Yeah, and I got a distribution deal with Empire right now.
Oh, nice. Congratulations on that.
So, yeah, I feel I want to be – it'll have to be one of the situations that the label had a type of trust in me that allowed the artist to move on and do great things.
Absolutely. More like a partnership.
Yeah, whatever they gave artists that's really doing good off music.
I need that deal.
Yeah, because I'm not ever gonna get lazy. Like my drive, like Michael Jordan's, except for with music.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I'm not ever gonna stop, like with building, and that's why with my own label, I feel like that'll be the that's the thing for me.
I agree.
And I'm not opposed to a partnership or, you know, the distribution, because I'm pretty sure that, you know, the situations will get more lucrative as time go on with everything that I'm doing, because all the dots seem to be, like, connecting.
Everything's lining up.
Yeah,
the stars are aligning.
Yeah, and it's just time, man. It's not nothing else how bad I wanted it 5 years ago. I think I should have, you know, certain things should have been happening. it's not like that. So,
I understand.
You just got to keep working, head not head down, but I love what I'm doing, so it's not necessarily like work. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a passion for you.
yeah.
So make sure everybody go get the new record.
Oh yeah, go get that. Bring a friend featuring $2 Fabo.
Yeah, Fabo.
Fabo. My dog. Yeah.
You ain't talking about nothing.
You ain't talking about nothing. Yeah,
he be cracking me up. I look forward to seeing his videos.
yeah. Yeah, that was dope hitting the stage too the other day.
Most definitely. Are you guys got any other performances? I know you said 420 you're going to be out of town. You got anything else lined up with Fabo?
Man, Fabo told me pull up whenever. Like you see me, just come on. So like I said, he locked in with me. He would have been here tonight, but he got sick.
Yeah.
And like I said, for Thursday, he trying to shake it off and get back right as much as he can.
No, absolutely. I'm glad that he rested because, if he got to travel, he need to be feeling 100%.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I ain't going nowhere. We'll do this again when he feeling better and he get back. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely, like I said, it dropped. We like a little bit over a weekend, maybe like 10, 11 days or something like that.
Yeah.
But it been a great response. And like I said, especially we going to perform it the other day and the response that we got. And, it been on radio a few times already, even though I didn't even start the radio campaign for it yet. But
do I have the clean version?
yeah, I think I sent you the whole
whole
DJ.
pack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, just making sure.
Everything.
Well, that's dope, man. T Villa in the building. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can follow you, keep up with you on your socials.
Oh yeah, T Villa Official. I say that's not a name, it's a statement. T Villa Official. It's a description. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook music page. I did change my name on there to that. Yeah, man, T Villa everywhere. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Shazam. Yeah, just go get
OnlyFans.
that. Nah, not OnlyFans yet. I should make an OnlyFans.
Look, a light bulb just went on.
They gonna be mad at my OnlyFans. Somebody gonna tell. It ain't gonna be.
They gonna run tell that.
They ain't gonna. No, they ain't gonna. It ain't gonna be what they think it is on there.
Nah, you know what? Just really seriously, there are a lot of people making money on there, not doing no craziness. Like they teach courses and stuff like that.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna be giving crash courses on all illegal tips on how to.
Right, there be people who have like courses how to get to the money. Ain't no wrong with that.
Why your OnlyFans cost $5,000, bro?
What you showing?
I can't tell you.
Showing you how to get 10,000, 15,000.
Right. Showing you the way.
Nah, for real. Where can I already gave the social media. See, I got all flustered with the whole OnlyFans situation. Who do you want to shout out to?
Shout out all of Detroit. Shout out my second home, ATL, man. Shout out everybody that voted for me for the most versatile lyrics award. That's what I call
congratulations on that
Thank
too.
you.
What was the award show?
The HHF, Hip Hop
There's
Fraternity.
so many of them going on right now. I can't keep up with them.
Yeah, another award show, the Black Only Awards.
Black Only Awards, and then there's Southern Entertainment Music Awards. Like there's just
they DM me and said, congratulations, you on our radar.
oh.
So that's what's up. So,
People paying attention. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, it's all like I said, man. It's just work. And
You got
the
another
universe.
one last year too, right?
Yep.
So you're gonna have to get you a little trophy case.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got one sitting inside the the trophy case, and then I got the other one sitting on top of that now next to my jersey that the Pistons gave me.
Oh, then when them plaques start coming in.
Oh yeah, they coming. I think cause I got plaque worthy songs already. But,
Yeah.
I feel like this one, like what it's about to do, is probably gonna make people look back at the other one. So it's probably gonna be like post plaques.
It's like clickbait almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree. Last but not least, we live Industry's Most Wanted. T Villa in the building.
Yeah.
Chill. Go ahead and tell them what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Oh yeah, cause again, I'm 100 authentic. I'm me from day one. As soon as I came through and opened my eyes and seen light and seen the doctor, I've been me.
Coming out the
And
womb.
it's real 100. Whatever they selling you, I ain't gonna say everybody, but the majority, it ain't good. It's watered down. I ain't watered down. I remain myself, and that's that's really what we need. That's what I got.
Man, he's speaking facts. I can attest that I've known you for many years, and you definitely just been that guy.
Yeah.
Shout out T Villa, man.
In the building.
We up out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Girl, let me say this shit again. Like, baby, if you come and be 100, you can win.